these subjects, while it does seem that they are brain dead, they do retain some sort of instinct that I cannot explain. I'm pretty sure that the scientists that are behind this, experiments are aware of what it is that is happening. I don't even know if there's somehow some sort of residual memory method. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm one of the people who takes care of having these creatures in containment. Basically, I'm the guy who has to make sure that they're all in lockdown. This is basically a prison, but instead of having inmates, we have corpses that have been reanimated, which is unbelievable. I mean, the first few days that I was transferred to go into this facility, I was reminded of that movie, I think it was that movie, Night of the Living Dead 3. Thing is, they're trying experiments with corpses, and I remember I told the guy that that was giving me the tour of this facility, because we went through a lot of testing and a lot of screening before we were allowed to have this job. Because like I said before, they didn't even have to keep us contained. The only thing they have to do is make sure that no one ever has any kind of information or devices that they can use to record what they see inside of those facilities, or take pictures or video. But aside from that, there's really no security at all, and it's basically because, like, anyone who comes out and publicly says that they have seen this is going to be labeled as a crazy person. And when it comes to the facility itself, there's no way to enter the facility and expose it, because it's incredibly, the way these facilities are hidden, it's ridiculous, because they're hidden, but they're basically a plain sight. What that means is that, let's say I'm going to give you an example. With the facility that I work at, all I have to do to get to it is go into a warehouse that is very much visible to the public. And I just have to walk through the hallways of this warehouse. And there's a very specific part of the warehouse on the floor. There's a very specific part of this floor that has a hidden door, which opens up to what looks like a cellar. A hidden door. There's a very specific part of this place that has a hidden door that takes you to what looks like a regular basement with supplies. And there's, behind that, there's a wall that has another set of supplies that you are taken to. But the catch is that once you get to the door behind one of the walls, you have to go through a dark hallway that has a number of doors, which I believe many of them lead to regular storage, and one of them leads to the actual facility. But you never get to see the door that leads you to the facility, because every time you go into this dark hallway, you have someone who's guiding you all the way to the door. And I've had to walk up to 5 minutes in the dark, being led by someone every single time I go into this facility. So obviously, if anyone were to say there's a hidden door at this warehouse in this street in this city, then they'd go like, okay, let's go into the door, and they'll see that there's a basement. They'll see that there's a storage. Then, oh, there's a secret door. Yeah, I see it. And then probably when you get to that secret door, there will be a hallway that would have lights on, and there'd be a bunch of rooms that are not secret that lead to storage facilities. So trust me, these people have it all figured out. They have everything figured out, and there's no way anyone could ever find out. Because there's a scheduled time for every employee in that facility to get to that secret door. And the warehouse there's never any kind of staff in that warehouse except for people who are aware of the existence of the door. This is how well guarded this is, and at the same time, it's way out there. I mean, you have probably been in a location that has one of these facilities underground, and you've walked in the hallways of a place without knowing this. They're right here with us. They're not out there in the desert. They're not out there in remote locations. At least not in my case. I live in a city. I live in a place that people would consider to be a very normal, but at the same time crowded place. And all I can say is that everything that happens here is normal. I mean, there's no strange behavior going on outside. It's there's never been any kind of speculation of anything strange happening here. And there never will be. It's just so well guarded. I just wanted to share that with everyone because I think that's one of the most important things that I can remember about this place is